Many Uber and Lyft drivers have moved on to other jobs. Could be, Amazon, food deliveries, and maybe they want to return after the pandemic is over. But in the meantime, you are trying to get paid. You're looking for dollars, right? And there is no better way to start initiating a few class action lawsuits that are on a contingency basis, meaning you're not putting a dollar out of your pocket. You're going on a split with these law firms. They go out there and hunt the dollars for you. Now, you may have been wrongfully terminated in the past. That's a big case. You may have a lot of money owed due to misclassification. All the overtime hours you have worked, all the meal times you have not been paid, etc., etc. It's a lot of money. Right now in California, there have been many successful cases, many payouts to these drivers, high payouts. A really good law firm that does this in California is Potter Handy. I've highlighted them before. But in other states, you are due the same money for misclassification. So NELA, this website here, and I'm going to leave the link for you, is a national professional organization of attorneys who represent employees in employment law cases. So by law, you actually are seen as an employee, right? And you are owed these monies due to misclassification because they have treated you as an independent contractor. Now, whether you want to hunt after the money or not, you may want to let this go and say, okay, this is absolutely not for me. I'm going to be returning to Rideshare. That's fine. I'm just trying to help you find ways how to get a lot of money into your pockets. And I've seen many, many success stories here in California. The firms Uber and Lyft have to pay out, and they will be paying out in Utah, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Florida, etc., all the states, right? So drivers are going after Uber and Lyft for misclassification. Now, on the bottom of the page, you can search by state. I would search by state, not just specifically by city, but by state. And then you have all the different categories that apply, right? A big one, ladies and gentlemen, over here, wrongful termination. There are a lot of drivers out there. I've received hundreds and hundreds of emails from drivers that said, you know what, I had a 4.9 or a 5-star rating. I had 7,000 trips and they just let me go. There are probably reasons why Uber and Lyft want to let you go, but you've done nothing wrong, right? So your argument right here is that they've wrongfully terminated you. You might want to join many of the the current class action lawsuits that are ongoing. So as you do the search by your state, you get a whole list of class action attorneys that show up. Email them one by one and say, are there any class action lawsuits that I can join? I am a driver in this state, in your state, right? And then let them get back to you, right? Going on contingency is the safest way to go. Yes, the attorneys take 30 to 40% of your monies, but you sitting back and letting them do all the work and duke it out, and then you get a check, right? This is money you are owed. I currently have 3 lawsuits going on against Uber and Lyft. I expect huge paydays like some of my colleagues did, right? Got paid. And it's just a matter of time until I receive these checks. But go after it, do your research. Obviously, I don't have the names of all the law firms that'll show up in Utah or Salt Lake City or Miami. You have to conduct that search. But then you go after them one by one, send out a cut and paste email and say, dear sir, madam, I'm a driver with Uber and Lyft. I was wrongfully terminated in blah, 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 2019. I was a 5-star rated driver. You give the story, right? Let them get back to you and say, hey, you have a case. Or and don't go out on an hourly. Don't put any money out. They go strictly on contingency. If these law firms turn around and say, yes, we can represent you, but we need a $5,000 retainer. No, don't do that, right? They will obviously want you as a client and try and make money. You're in the front seat here. They are in the back seat, right? So if they want your case, if they think that you have a case, or if they have an ongoing class action suit going, only get involved if they take the matter on contingency, right? Usually, like I said, 70-30 or 60-40 split. 70 or 60 you, 30-40 them when they win and collect the money. So if you have any further questions about this, I have quite a bit of knowledge in this field, have fought a couple of battles with companies, have been very successful going this route. So if you need some tips, if you need some help, I can definitely steer you in the right direction. Have a great day.